The only way to escape the Matrix is to follow him and do what he says. He studied exactly what he claims the Western world does. He understands it and then implements those exact strategies he claims to loathe directly back to the people that love and support him.
Exactly what I just said. You see? It's just facts.
So now they are controlled by his Matrix. But remember, Andrew Tate is never satisfied.
But we do not have to be controlled as long as we're self-aware, as long as we watch these videos with an open mind and we can actually apply these things to our lives. 3, 2, 1, and we're live. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me on another episode of Jesus Talks. Jesus Talks. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we are going to be going over a reaction video of the dark reality of Andrew Tate's rise to fame by a great creator, Patrick CC. All right. He always makes this really well-def, edited videos. I really enjoy watching them. So I figured, let's react to it. Let's get the opposite side or you know, something, I guess, a little more negatively framed towards Andrew Tate. And let's react to it. Let's be honest with ourselves. You know, let's see both perspectives. And let's, you know, I'm going to commentate it very analytically. So we're going to jump into the video. And for all the people that are new, that are not subscribed, do not subscribe unless I assess the video and actually bring you applicable value that you can apply to your life. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it. And if you want, and if it does reach you or you think a friend should hear this message, share the video, bro. Let's jump in.
He is currently the most viral person in the world. More people are searching for him than Kim Kardashian, the NHL, Joe Biden, and the entire country of Romania, which is where he currently resides. He gained over 2 million followers.
Like I said, W marketing strategist, bro. Just incredible marketing strategies. Andrew Tate.
In the past few weeks, and that doesn't even represent how much dominance he's had over all of social media in the past few months. Why? Well, every couple of years, social
3 billion is not that much, but Andrew Tate gonna get up there, bro.
Media gets introduced to a new self-proclaimed alpha male, red pill.
Oh, look, I've watched. Let me see. I've watched Al Marino, the guy on the top left. You know, Myron, Kevin Samuels. I have never really watched top left like that.
Finance expert who flaunts his lifestyle and work ethic.
I've watched. I forgot this dude's name, bro. I forgot, bro. He's very famous. I know his name, but I'm just calling blanks right now.
Who is idolized by a community of other males online. But Andrew is not just a typical phony that's pretending to be something he's not for a little bit of YouTube views and Instagram followers. He really
The other guys weren't either.
Is a multimillionaire. He really is a kickboxing world champion, but he's also accused of being a money laundering Romanian mafia ally who runs a global
I think he's very suspicious about that.
sex trafficking business while selling his Make Money Fast course dubbed Hustlers University.
Nah, bro, it's not a make money fast. It's definitely not a make money fast course, Patrick CC. And that's where you mess it up, bro. I don't know where, anywhere it says. It doesn't, nowhere even in the course does it say you're going to make money fast, bro. It says you have to work hard for your money. It's going to take time. Right now, people are getting paid through the affiliate links because, again, everybody's spreading, everybody's sharing. When that dies out, which it eventually will, all right, it does. It always happens. That's when you're going to see, you know, the drop in a revenue. But you know what? They might evolve. You know, the course might evolve. I don't know. I can't tell you that.
To his millions of followers. Most videos covering Tate just focused on the surface level stuff he says for views.
If my chick said I want to do OnlyFans, I'm like, all right, then cool, go do it. How much you made? 10 grand. All right, give me 8. All right, cool. All right.
Why would, what woman is going to give you 8 grand?
Because you're my woman. You're doing OnlyFans. You're selling my product.
Your products.
Yes,
The
correct.
women just not
Next
your
question.
possession. No.
That's the world we live in now. Females are entitled and fucking lazy. Another thing I learned is that women are only loyal to the dick they're sucking.
He says these shocking.
You see, here's the thing, bro, is when you clip things like this, when you edit things like this with no context, bro, it's easy to paint the narrative that you want to paint. You know, that's why I don't like to edit these, bro. I just like to react to them, give my personal opinion. If I'm wrong, let the community tell me I'm wrong, and then I'll address it. You know, keep it 100, bro. I don't got to sit here and make certain points and draw narrative and blah, blah, blah. No, keeping it fucking real, bro.
Bewildering ideals to get a rise out of people. Those reactions, whether they're good or bad, lead to more views and obviously fame and followers.
Facts.
A strategy as old as time.
I know exactly what I'm talking about all of the time.
He isn't playing a character. He does believe what he says, but the way he says these things is
I truly believe, I mean, he is playing a certain character where he's, like I said, he's got a certain level of delusional confidence. There's nothing wrong with that. When you're as accomplished as he is, you're gonna get a little bit of that ego trip, bro. It is what it is.
Calculated. You can find hours and hours of content where he sits down and talks about things like, should you let your girlfriend go to the club? And can your girlfriend have a guy best friend? But I want to go deeper. Where does this behavior come from? Why does he have all these shocking allegations against him? Let's take a look at the dark side of Andrew.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a little weird how this dude just like makes himself seem like such a YouTube detective, bro. It's kind of weird.
Tate. Andrew's father, Emory Tate, was described by his peers as somewhat of a superhero. He was a staff sergeant in the U.S. Air Force.
Wow, they got his dad, bro. How'd you get those pictures, bro? You really went deep for these, bro.
Was fluent in Russian, Spanish, German, and English, a martial artist as well. But most notably, he was a chess international master.
Damn, bro, that man is smart. You see, his father really was smart.
Who
Really well accomplished individual, bro. And he created another 2 kids, well accomplished individuals, bro. Whether they were rich or not at that time, still smart and skillful. Learning different languages very, very, very easily to get around and travel the way everybody, says they want to.
had many victories over grandmasters. A grandmaster is the highest level you can achieve as a chess player. To this day, the chess world is confused why he was never officially a GM when he met all of the qualifications. Emory was a trailblazer for black chess players around the world. Unfortunately, chess doesn't pay the bills. Emory was poor. He competed in tournaments and pickup.
Damn, bro, he really got a picture of him like this, bro. How did you get this, bro? How did you get this? I feel like Andrew Tate doesn't even have access to these pictures, bro. What?
Games in the park for money to get to his next location or next meal. He raised his 3 children to think like him. Think of life like a chess match. Every move is calculated, knowing what 1, 2, or even 10 moves will come after that. Emory was nomadic, multicultural, and free. He encouraged his children to be the same way. Andrew grew up in Gary, Indiana, notoriously one of the worst places in America. Took a liking to chess. At age 5, he was an Indiana state champion. At 6 years old, he was playing against 3 10-year-olds and winning. Then at age 11, his parents got divorced.
Jesus, how do you know this, bro? At age 5, how do you know? How? I want to see the sources.
His mother moved him and the kids to Luton, England. This is where he would grow up. Living with his mother meant that he no longer had a chess coach. He no longer spent 3 to 4
Back to the video.
hours a day with his dad learning strategy. All he had was his younger brother Tristan, which altered his life path immensely. He picked up fighting around age 15, which became his new passion. Fighting and chess are similar in 2 ways. Each sport is a one-on-one.
So fighting at 18, bro. So listen, what you can really learn from this video is like being linguistic, learning different languages at a young age. Very, very, very good in order to travel around, to get to meet new people, socializing. That's very good. Again, chess makes you think 10 steps ahead, plan your next move, plan things ahead of time. Again, with any sport, you don't have to exactly do chess, but you have to do something that makes you skilled, that makes you want to progress, that makes you want to be better and learning the game and really kind of getting obsessed in the game. That's why you have to try different sports, different things. Like, these are things that you can do in your life. You know what I'm saying? I would even say Fortnite, but it's like you can really get too lost in video games, but that can also help as well.
Battle between 2 people. Basically no luck involved.
And then mixed martial arts, obviously. Mixed martial arts is the actual physical aspect, all right? With sports as well. Physical, all right? And it still gets you in that game plan, that game mode. So he's kind of applying his chess to then mixed martial arts. Those 2 things work beautifully, bro. I'm going to keep it honest. It works beautifully.
Every move, movement, punch, and piece move needs to be calculated. Your opponent must react based on your choice. The biggest difference is that fighting is obviously physically demanding and mentally challenging, whereas chess is only mental. Because of his chess background, he
See, he just stated exactly what I said, bro. So W for that, Patrick.
was already mentally ready. As he grew tall and strong, he obeyed his trainer and worked to become a 6'4", 200-pound kickboxing mixed martial artist. In the early 2000s, he fought in an MMA league and a kickboxing league. He had a 3-2 amateur record in the MMA Ultimate Warrior Challenge in the UK. In his pro MMA debut, he knocked out Shane Kavanaugh. However, he stuck to kickboxing since he made more money from it. In his International Sport Kickboxing Association career, he lost his first 2 fights, then went on a 4 consecutive win streak before getting a title shot against Paul Randall in 2009. He won.
You see, bro, like Like I said, Andrew Tate, bro, just W, man. Just W.
The Cruiserweight Championship in this bout. Then he defeated Daniel Hughes for the IKF Cruiserweight title. But before social media dominated our world, someone like Andrew had to resort to more classic media like radio and TV to get his name out there and promote fights.
Bro, like he knew, bro. He knew, yo, media, social media, you know what I'm saying? Marketing himself, TV, radio, doing anything he can, working with whoever he can, going wherever he needs to go to be able to make it. He's been hustling at such a young age, bro. And now, literally this year, has it all finally kind of accomplished, has everything he's internalized finally manifested in reality. All right. It takes time. It takes patience, bro. You're not going to do it overnight. You have to struggle. You have to go through hardship. And that's what he preaches a lot.
2009, he explored the world of reality TV. Ultimate Traveler was the first show Andrew appeared on. The concept was 6 amateur backpackers competing for $12,000 by trying to navigate Indonesian challenges with no knowledge of the country.
I've seen this, and bro, Andrew Tate is very, very, very cringy, bro. Like I'm not on front, like he's just a little cringy when you watch him now compared to back then, bro. It's such a huge difference.
On this show, it was clear Andrew was the same guy he is now, just not a millionaire.
Me and her have completely opposite trade-offs, and she wants the executive class and you know, and a nice hotel, etc. And she expects me to front that with my travel of the week money, but I'm not going to. Chloe's really broke, and she keeps dropping hints, but it doesn't matter how many hints she drops. I'm not going to spend money unless I want to.
His brother Tristan, who had a very...
My question is, bro, like, look at me, bro. Beardless, nothing, bro. I'm waiting for this thing to come in, bro. I'm like, I'm above 25, bro. I'm like, this is not coming in, bro. And look at Tate, bro. He was in his 20s, bro. Baby-faced. How'd you get the beard, bro?
Similar life path was on Shipwrecked, an island survival reality show. The two became go-tos in Europe reality TV.
Look at his face, bro. Look at mine. Come on, bro. He did something. Is minoxidil really the way to go?
For producers that needed tenacious and cocky young men. He got a shot at the ISKA World Light Heavyweight title on a 3-day
look.
notice against...
I'm going to skip a little forward because it's kind of annoying me, bro. He's just repeating a lot of the same stuff.
In the 8th round, making him world champion for the very first time. When he was 27, he had multiple world titles and successful
title. And this means that I am the best kickboxer in the world.
Great.
Now, because I'm so cool, I actually have 2 world titles at 2 different weights.
See, accomplished, bro. Just straight up accomplished.
So while you're best in the world at nothing, you're not even the best in your town at anything, I'm the best in the world twice.
Andrew knew he was losing the love for fighting, but he was clearly worried that his life would spiral out of control.
See, bro, listen, when you go to MMA gyms, you actually see the story play out a lot, bro. And it's just like, I just love to do it for the physical aspect of the sport, for learning, for getting stronger. I don't mind getting punched in the face. I don't mind fighting real fighters. I really don't. I know I'm going to get beat, but I honestly just, if I'm going to get beat there, I know for sure I don't want to get beat in other aspects of my life. And when you get beat, only when you lose are you able to become stronger and sharpen yourself, all right? Iron sharpens iron, bro. So you got to really compete with somebody that really wants it. You know what I'm saying?
If he didn't have enough money to keep him from being bored.
If I had enough money to constantly entertain myself, unless I'm a billionaire, I need something that keeps me focused and keeps me occupied in life.
It was time to build his empire. In 2015, he quit fighting to solely focus on making money. He sat down with his brother Tristan and said, "How can we get rich?" They spent countless hours on YouTube, researching the Federal Reserve,
See, and who hasn't done this, bro? Who hasn't? I mean, like, if you're smart, arrogant, you know what I'm saying, you care about making money, you know that this is something you need in the world to feed your family, you know, to give back and to really build a life for yourself. Like, we've all been on YouTube spending, I believe I have spending countless hours just crypto, investing, Warren Buffett, you know, all these, you know, meet Kevin, Graham Stephan, Andre Jake, bro. I've spent hours, you know, looking, researching, really trying to even jot down things and also implementing their knowledge into my life and actually investing, actually throwing my money in, and I've actually seen returns. And then you create your own strategy for which you want to drive your investments. I'm not a financial advisor. I cannot tell you they are not either. But we all learn through YouTube, bro.
Institutions, inflation, investing, and how money works. One day while scrolling through the internet, he saw an ad, Talk to Live Girls Now, which brought him to a live stream where you can communicate with a real woman. He immediately realized the opportunity of creating a webcam business because he conveniently had 6 girlfriends in different
So
countries.
you see, this is where in business, you start so many businesses that you stay. You watch a lot of these businesses fail. They make you a little bit of money, and then you watch a lot of them fail, no matter how hard you try. And then you have to just move on to the next thing because technology is always evolving. So you have to find the newest way to implement what you've already learned into new opportunities. All right. And if you're the first one to act, that's when you make the money, baby. All right.
Evidently, being a world-class athlete gets women very interested in you, even if you aren't rich. He told them all to fly to London because he had a business proposal. When they got there, they all looked at each other shocked. 2 of them felt betrayed and left. 4 of them heard his business plan, and only 2 of them
He talks about all this on the Fresh and Fit podcast.
stayed. So it was just the Tate brothers and their 2 girls. The girls would do their thing on camera, chat with the men. They had a keyboard.
Dude, how did he? Is that really those girls on the webcam? Or he just got
That was
random-
unplugged, but Andrew would sit behind the computer off camera and talk to the men in the live chat, pretending to be the girls, and they would do things or say things in
Yeah,
exchange.
and you can apply this exact strategy today with OnlyFans. If you know a lot of girls, you can apply it. It's just, again, it's a business. If you want to be a pimp, then go ahead and be a pimp. That's the new way. That's the new modern way of being a pimp. Everything's consensual. Everything is just negotiated. And a lot more girls are willing and open to do it because they want to live easy traveler lifestyles.
for money. He said he was generating around $3,000 per day.
And once the girls learned they could do it themselves, then I thought, I need some more chicks.
In order to grow his business efficiently, he needed to hire women who would offer themselves for his service, but not have the ambition or expertise to build a website, run ads to get traffic, then converse with men online, maintain their finances, pay for the internet, and all the overhead that goes along with running an online business.
A cam girl is much more a therapist than she is a porn star. Like, she can make so much money from
Sure, bro. Like, if you understand the sex industry, you understand, like escorts and things like that, like, these women, they're really open to talking to people. That's why I don't shame them. I don't judge them. I truly, truly, truly don't, because they're doing a job just like anybody else. All right. And like I said, they have self-independence. They have the freedom of choice and the will to do these things. And the people who utilize their services are men. So to sit here and shame them, it's silly, bro. You just have to respect everybody's lifestyle and everybody's opinion. That being said, if you don't want to wife a woman like that, you don't have to wife a woman like that. You can respect what they do, but you don't have to wife them because somebody else will.
or whatever. But she makes the big money from making these guys like her, being funny, banter.
Basically, he was building what exists on Twitch today in the hot tub section. At his peak, he had 75 women working for him at 4 different locations. However, this was a huge mistake, according to him.
75 women worked for me at the peak of it all. But that was a mistake, because when you have a bunch of girls working for you like that, the only way you can motivate them is with money. When I started, the girls worked for me because they loved me, right? That's the old school pimp game, isn't it?
Downsizing to just 8 women.
Yup, you see that? That's the way he did it. He started with 5 girls, and 2 girls really, really stayed, and they were a throuple, and they really, really cared about him. And then, like you said, he got 75 girls. They don't care about him. They just care about the money. So they'll leave for a bigger player that's willing to offer them more, a better deal. And that's the way businesses work, bro. And now with OnlyFans, it's more self-independent. You don't even need him anymore. You just cut him out entirely. But the utilization that he has would be, providing them safety and, like I said, overhead costs and things like that, and just keeping them on the structure, showing them the ways. It becomes more corporatized, kind of like McDonald's, bro. Like, I'm going to be honest. That's what it seems like when he's talking.
4 of which were his girlfriends, and 4 were his brother Tristan's girlfriends, was when they all worked together to make the most money they ever had. Since they were all motivated, and in his words, in love with him, they were able to generate $400,000 per month with his online cam business.
That when a girl worked for me, it was 50-50.
So the girls who loved me and worked for me, my main girlfriends, they'd get probably around 20% of their money. I'd keep 80% of the money they made.
Some people immediately look at this and think, well, he's a pimp, insinuating that these women are.
Well, yeah. I mean, he literally says it, bro. Like, not insinuation. He quite literally says it. The way this guy applies, like, dark music, like, oh, this is bad type shit, is dumb, bro. Like, it's engaging, but it's like it seems like he's trying to paint a dark narrative, bro. Like, and that's the title of the video, The Dark Reality of Andrew Tate's Rise to Fame. And it's like I said, there's nothing morally wrong with it. ethically, is there anything wrong with it? I don't think so. If everybody's in agreement. Now, is it legal? That's up to the state, bro. You got to look at the state laws and you got to look at the country that you live in, bro.
Afraid of him, and he's forcing them into doing work that they don't want to do.
People have this idea that, oh, you're a pimp. You just get these girls, you say, work, and they're scared of you and they just work. It's bullshit. I was doing this in London. A girl could have walked out the door any day, called the police on me any day, and they didn't. They wanted to be with me because they genuinely understood that their life was better if they obeyed me.
Olivia, Jesus Christ. I was the second man she ever in her whole life, man. It hurt her at every moment that I was doing it. But it felt good for me, so who gives a shit?
Andrew uses strong words like, "Oh,
You see, damn, bro. He used what he said with no context and literally just put dark music behind it, and it makes him sound like very terrible, bro. And like I see these things from an editor mile away, so it's like, bro, like it's just fucking funny.
Jamie," which is what tends to get him in trouble a lot. His strong diction indicates he is totalitarian and dictator-like, but some people argue that he just speaks as clearly and directly as he can.
Yes, he does. Is he a totalitarian? Sure. I don't know. Let's look up the word. Dictatorial. Sure, I guess. Whatever.
If he said, "My girls trusted my ambition and leadership," people might not be as shocked. But when you read what he wrote on his website, it insinuates that his girlfriends were coerced into working for him and maybe didn't leave because of fear. "I've had over 75 girls work for me, and my business model is different than 99% of webcam studio owners. Over 50% of my employees were actually my girlfriend at the time, and none were in the adult entertainment industry before they met me." Sadly, in 2015, Emery Tate passed away unsuspectedly during a chess match in California.
All right, so totalitarianism, a new word relating to a system of government that is centralized and dictatorial and requires complete subservience to the state. So you can say he has a totalitarian mindset. Absolutely. Other people have had to that, and this is the connection he's trying to draw, is Hitler, bro. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, as long as you don't take everything he says and apply it to your life, bro, if you don't you can agree with it, bro. But everybody's life is different. Don't try to be Andrew Tate, okay? You can take certain characteristics, certain messages that he says, and apply them to your life. And this is the way we learn ourselves and we grow as ourselves, all right? If you're going to sit here and submit to him, that's when you're messing up, bro.
California. He was 56 years old. May he rest in peace. Now retired from fighting, he needs to occupy his time. He gets invited to do the show Big Brother UK for its 17th season. The format of the show is very similar to a typical reality series. A bunch of contestants in a house. They have to do challenges to maintain a status in the house. One person gets voted out each week until the last person ends.
Juice of this, bro.
Trump and the MAGA community. He has been seen having dinners and meetings with famous right-wing journalists and politicians.
Ooh, I did not see that, bro. I did not know that, but
obviously this made him
I can see what he's trying to do, bro. I guess he's making certain moves in certain directions.
A lot of enemies online and became the self-proclaimed king of toxic masculinity. However, he ran into a major problem that almost destroyed his cam business. Tate owned a 10-bedroom house that became the workspace for these women. He kept food and alcohol in the house so that they could loosen up for work.
The girls used to drink, and this one girl drank too much wine. She threw up everywhere. I told her to clean up. She started giving me some attitude, so I took all her shit, threw out the window. Got her 2 arms, took her ass, put her outside my door.
Right, listen, we've heard this all before, bro. This is where the girl goes and complains, and then he gets people... The cops come to his crib and he gets arrested and whatnot. So just keep moving forward, bro. I really want to see how this thing sums up.
My name's Andrew Tate. I'm the most knowledgeable human in the world.
That very first sentence set the tone for his YouTube career. He started posting vlogs to showcase his lifestyle. Fast cars, women, traveling all over the world. But more notably, he started posting these short videos where
Now let's keep it 100, bro. That gets the views, bro. He knows that gets the views. It's always gotten the views. Every single, even the influencers that are not about like, oh, let me post my Lamborghini and all that. Graham Stephan, I think he's clickbaited a Lamborghini and he showed that, yo, listen, this got more views just because it had a Lambo on it.
Quickly speaks his mind on a variety of random topics. Why real men don't cry, alcohol, top 5 reasons you should never own a cat. Basically, if you saw a Tate upload, you knew it was going to be a farce.
I'm a vegetarian and I don't eat gluten. Okay, have you achieved anything else in your life? Do you have any actual personality? Are you anything, or are you just a person who doesn't eat meat and doesn't eat bread? And I hate when I tell people my story, my turbulent story, like, well, you know that.
All right, let's define the word farce. A comic, dramatic work using buffoonery and horseplay, and typically including crude characterization and ludicrousy, improbable situations. Yeah, bro, I agree, bro. Like a lot of his content is farce content. Like I call it trolling, delusional confidence. It's true, bro. At the end of the day, we all know this. So that's why we don't take it super seriously, bro.
Air travel is the safest form of travel. Don't come at me with statistics, motherfucker. I know statistics. I do not like, and I will never, ever wear headphones in public. When you put your headphones in and you're walking down the street, listening to your music, you are a target. Some child is outside enjoying.
See that? But that's a fact, bro. You know why I know that's a fact? Because I have quite literally been robbed because I kept my headphones in. It was the middle of the night. I walked down the lane straight to my house, as I always do, off the train. Queens, looking at my phone. Boom. Guess what? I wasn't looking. Should have crossed the street had I been more self-aware of the situation. Had I had more situational awareness. I speak about this all the time. Always stay on your toes, bro. When you're outside, you just don't know. Today might be the day.
Their life, playing with toys and smiling in the sunshine and having fun. I hate happiness. I hate happy children.
His over-abrasive delivery makes you wonder if he's just joking or not. These YouTube videos were designed to drive
I know he's joking. Stop it. You're annoying.
traffic to his website, tateshinkai.net, where he sold a course on how to get girls, a course on how to get in shape, a course on chess, a course on body language, and even a course on building your own webcam empire.
Great. So he's literally selling courses on all the things he knows, like every other legit YouTuber, bro. Come on.
Everything you would see from a typical YouTube guru. Over time, he started to move outside of the pointless rants and into more serious topics.
My problem with that gentleman is not that he was black. My problem with that gentleman is that he pulled a machete and tried to kill someone in broad daylight.
Think that you, as a person, can save the West and be more powerful than all the information, Google, the media, all the external forces, all these people pushing for America's demise? You don't stand a chance, because I'm a happy, contented individual. And all the people who sit there and tell me, you shouldn't be so arrogant, they're the people who are unhappy. You shouldn't be arrogant. You should be like me, a meek, humble piece of shit. Well, I don't want to be like you because you're a fucking loser.
What's interesting is that Andrew didn't talk much about women and relationships too much in the beginning of his YouTube career. Sure, he had a video here and there about his views, but most of his videos were focused on money, success, and the mindset to get there. However,
So yeah, like every single YouTube guru, bro. Like I said, he was trying from a very young age. You can see him trying in media and seeing what works. And the thing is, he's going to keep pushing the messages that he knows are getting the most attention, the most views, and it's a skill that he's developed over a long period of time. He's put the hard work in. He's put the grind. The same way you were able to tell these stories with your little music and editing style and all these things, and people enjoy it. It's the same. It's basically the same thing, bro. It's just different context, different, obviously topics.
these types of videos typically are associated with the YouTube pickup artist, the ladies' man. As time went on, Andrew's followers requested that he give advice on women, male and female roles, and how he's able to have success with women.
Girls run their mouth. I start beating.
He's adapted to the audience, bro. He's adapted to the audience, and it's another thing that all YouTube creators understand. You have to adapt to what the people want. You have to give them what they want.
I'm not even having sex. They love it more than ever. They like it more. The less sex you have with them, the better.
I have
I'm gonna keep moving it up, bro.
women about besides either
$1,000 per month. That's not bad. Today, he has 110,000 students paying $50 per month. That is $5.5 million per month, $66 million per year, all profit. He says this course isn't about money. It's just him genuinely trying to better people's lives. He says,
See how the music just gets more intense, bro? It's just the same point. You already know all these things about Andrew Tate. I just want to see the ending, the conclusion. Let's see.
governments manipulate and control people, how they put lies into citizens' heads and create false realities. The Matrix.
The most valuable thing on the planet today is human capital. Even the people at the very, very top.
Honestly, in my opinion, he's just taking the Matrix. He's basically, Matrix is relatable to capitalism, And he's trying to create his own matrix. He's trying to create his own capitalistic style. And that's what I see, bro. And everybody that has something to say, that has a powerful message, is going to try to have the same mindset, bro. So it's essentially all the things that he's fighting against, he's essentially becoming. I can agree with that.
Of life. All they care about is controlling people.
The only way to escape the Matrix is to follow him and do what he says. He studied exactly what he claims the Western world does. He understands it and then implements those exact strategies he claims to loathe directly back to the people that love and support him.
Exactly what I just said. You see? It's just facts.
So now they are controlled by his Matrix. But remember, Andrew Tate is never satisfied.
But we do not have to be controlled as long as we're self-aware, as long as we watch these videos with an open mind and we can actually apply these things to our lives. And like I said, the things that you can take from your life, boxing, learning physical activities, a skill set, improving at something every single day, something that actually makes you mentally think 10 steps ahead, planning, all right, being organized. These are things that you can really implement, and it takes patience, bro. It takes patience. All right, the same creator went through somewhat similar steps. They're just taking different paths.
It was good, but I don't ever feel like I'm satisfied.
Food means nothing when you're rich. It's too cheap. Any man who sits and says that sex is great or sex is fun just clearly hasn't had enough sex, because sex is boring. Sex is a chore.
He's so rich, he doesn't even get fulfillment from food. Money means nothing. He said it over and over again. He wants to conquer.
We are obsessed.
Like we said, trolling, farce, all that. It's just the way in which he says it, which gives a nice little motivational tone, a little extra kick on your step, I guess.
Power. I get more and more powerful. You don't want money, you want power.
The only thing left for you to decide is if he's really trying to better the lives of others and allow them to escape the Matrix. Is he?
Listen, at the end of the day, he is doing something. He is doing more than you are doing for people, bro. He's sitting here and actively talking. Yeah, he's creating his own Matrix. He's creating the same thing that he's trying to escape from. And he's trying to be the leader from him. He's trying to be the dictator out of it. And it's like, listen, that's why like I said, we just have to be self-aware enough to not follow him when we do not want to follow him. Because essentially at any point he can change the message and he can redirect it towards, oh, we have to attack this person and this country and that country. And it could happen that way, bro. That's the whole purpose of accumulating all this money, wealth, power, status, and fame.
Washing tactics the elite use on his own followers and living life like a reckless mafia boss? Or is this all just one long scheme for him to make another dollar and cure his boredom?
And then just disappear from the world, bro. And like I said, you wouldn't know. You can choose to give him $50 a month and learn something, or not, bro. It's really up to you. This guy, Patrick CC, I guess he's really good at just being, to the point, saying the facts, the way in which he edits it, tries to make it seem like it's a bad thing, it's a terrible thing. It's not. It's just his real life. I don't know why people are just trying to, paint everything in such a negative frame set. It's a negative, frame. So thank you. I hope if you've learned something from this episode, please don't forget to subscribe. Don't subscribe unless I've actually brought you value or something that you can apply to your life in this episode. Thank you for joining me. Peace.